Hey everyone, today I'm going to be talking about the UGA Project FOCUS class. I highly encourage everyone needing experiential learning credit or just teaching experience to take this class. It's a really fun opportunity to satisfy those needs. I'm going to start by saying what is Project FOCUS. Well, you get to spend time in a local elementary or middle school assisting a teacher in science education. I had a first grade class at Alps Elementary with Miss Brevard, and the students loved when I got to come in there. They loved all the activities that we could do, and it was a fun environment to be around. And it's an awesome opportunity for experiential learning credit or teaching experience. Like I said, it's a really fun class. One thing I really liked about it is my communication skills got so much better from communicating to teachers, writing emails, um, especially students. I was able to really talk to them in a way that they could understand, even if it made sense to me. I was able to break it down into something that they would get. And that goes into helping kids with hands-on science instruction. Um, they loved activities we were able to do, and that really made me feel good about it. Um, you get to encourage students to have a positive attitude about science education, which is really cool because um, science education it seems is kind of just going away. So to make kids find value in that, I feel like is very important. And another thing, you really get to get involved in the community. You get to work with the next upcoming generation and people just that you get to work on our future, more or less. Now I'm going to talk about my experience there. I said it earlier, but the students loved the activities. For one, teaching about producers and consumers before we got into the science part of the course, we did a chocolate covered strawberry demonstration where they were the producers and actually got to cover the strawberries in chocolate, and then some students would eat them as consumers, and then the other strawberries were sold. So that was really cool for the students to see that and be active in that. And my favorite part of the whole entire class was I did a plant life cycle demonstration, and I went to Walmart and got little cups and pot and soil and watermelon seeds and sunflower seeds, and I taught the students the plant life cycle and let them plant their little plants, and then take them home and let them grow. And they were so excited about this. They just ate that up. And like I said earlier, my communication skills with people, I feel like got benefited tremendously. I was able to communicate with my professors and Dr. Peak and Miss Brevard, who's my teacher. I really got to learn how to communicate on just a talking level and not all serious. And understanding. I had a hard time at first saying things that the kids could understand because, it's kind of hard going from things on like our college level to and all the things that we already know to simplifying it into something a first grader can understand. And this was challenging for me, but it really turned out, beneficial. Um, and most importantly, the impact I had on the students. I really feel like with the activities we did and just the way the kids thought of me, I feel like I made an impact on them, which really makes me feel good because they were so excited about learning, and I don't know, that was very important to me. Now I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons. Um, since the cons are very small, I'm going to go ahead and start with that. You are required to get 40 hours in a classroom, and which amounts to about 3 hours per week, which, if you have a very busy schedule like I did, is kind of difficult, but you can definitely do it if you just, practice time management. But for pros, as I said earlier, experiential learning and teaching experience, um, this was a really fun way to do that. I never dreaded going to the class. I always look forward to seeing the kids and their excitement. This class is very flexible. You only meet once a week and once every 2 weeks in some instances. And that's really good because you're getting credit for the class, but you also are able to do your other classes and get done with this one. And another pro was the class is very inviting. From Hallie and Dr. Peak and Carrie and Miss Brevard, um, they were all so inviting. You walk in the class and they were just everyone had a smile on their face. They were so excited to see you, ask about how you are, and the teachers really remember you, and TAs. Um, as I said earlier, it's fun. It was a really fun class to be in. I got to meet some cool people. Um, and personality and character building. Um, I really feel like this point I was able to more or less be myself around the students, which I thought was great because I could get back to my first grade self more or less. Like I was able to just talk to the students about little things, but then using my knowledge, I was able to um, really get to the students and make them think. And this was awesome because to see someone that young and that light bulb go off in their head is just not only making an impact on them, but for you. That's a wonderful feeling. And finally, I'm going to talk just about the course expectations. You want to be a positive member of Project Focus, which is really not hard at all to do. Just be excited about it. It's fun. It's different. It's one of the easiest classes you could possibly take in college. Um, just because you got to be yourself. Um, you need to spend 3 hours a week in the classroom. Contact teacher. You need to contact your teacher, which is kind of obvious, but that it's kind of difficult because if you wait, then it's going to be a lot harder to get your hours and get in the classroom. The weekly reflections, they were really, really like interactive. We were able to just go in the classroom and talk to Dr. Peak and Hallie and Carrie and just, interact with them. And they would ask you about our week, not just talk about school, but they would, actually ask about us and our thoughts and things, which I thought was really cool because you don't get a lot of that in college professors. Um, and writing reflection journals, these are so easy. You literally just have to, they'll ask you questions, for example, like what is a good teacher to you, and you get to talk, which is, it's not hard. You just talk about literally your feelings, how you feel about a good teacher, what is a good teacher to you, etc. And you create a best lesson, which in our case, we are making instructional videos for the students since we're not able to be in the classroom and still need to get those hours. So that best lesson will be the video for us that we thought was our best demonstration or experiment. And finally, you need to create a recruitment presentation, which is what I'm doing now, just talking about the class, talking about what it is, your experience there, the pros and cons, and yeah, that's about it. But I highly recommend this class to anyone interested in needing those credits, or just if you just need a class to take, I would definitely do this. It's a really fun class. You get to bunch of cool people, and it's exciting. You get to interact and be a kid again, per se. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. I will leave my email in the description. Thank you for watching.